Hey guys, my name's Evan. I'm going to be talking to you guys today about something I'm very passionate about. Just cars, automobiles, whatever you want to call it. Small ones, big ones, doesn't matter. But to get it started with, I am very, very passionate about cars. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been playing with cars, Hot Wheels, video games, things like that. To get in a little bit more detail, when I was a kid, I used to play with Hot Wheels. All kinds of small ones, Corvettes, Camaros, trucks. I used to bang them into each other, slam them into the walls. My parents didn't really like it, but it doesn't really matter because everything's fine now. And then eventually, as I started to grow up a little bit, my parents let me play video games. So I would obviously play the racings ones, drifting, building them. And through that experience, I was able to become very familiar with the sound of them, what the body details were, and all sorts of things like that. And then as I started to grow up more and more, about the age of 14 was when I got my first project truck. And that meant so much to me because it was finally something that I could tangibly work on, and it helped so much with deepening my full understanding of how cars work, and it was something that I can make my own. To be a little bit more specific, it was a 1995 Toyota pickup truck, which all of you guys know because you're my family, that when I first got that thing, it was just in the dump. The paint was bad, interior was bad, and the engine was almost blown up. It had caught on fire before I had it. So it took about 6 months to rebuild the whole thing just where I could get it running. And then at that point, I had to learn how to drive it, and then I just continued to fix it, repaint it, redo the interior to everything of my liking. And through that experience, I was taught hard work. It developed my work ethic, patience, because as anybody who's ever worked on a car knows, it takes a lot of patience, understanding. You get really frustrated, really mad, but you just have to keep going with it. And most of all, it really helped deepen my relationship with the people I was working on it with. All my friends, my family, I am so much closer to them now through that experience. So I'm very thankful for that. And then once I realized how much I loved working on cars, I thought, I might want to make some money doing this. So I talked to one of my friends. He's a good friend. His name is Gavin, and he worked at Discount Tire. And I was like, hey, do you guys ever get some cool cars that come in there? And he just started telling me about all kind of Audi R8s, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Challengers, Camaros, Mustangs, all of these cars that I just absolutely dreamed I could work on one day. So I went and talked to the boss, told him I was interested in a job, and a few weeks later, I was hired. And through that experience in the past 3 years, I've learned so many things that I would have never have known if it were not for that job. I've gotten to drive those cars, work on them. I've gotten to make a lot of money while doing it over the 3 years working full time, and there's nothing I can be more thankful for than that. So in the end, cars have really made me into the person I am today, and I'm really thankful that I got to find my passion so early on in life, whereas most people will spend their entire lives looking for something they're passionate for, whether it's teaching, helping people, being a nurse, being a mechanic, or whatever they're into. So thank you guys for taking the time to listen to my speech today, and I hope you enjoyed it.